You know what I'm looking forward to? Other than waking up, which I'm sure is on the way, this is actually water, not coffee. So, yeah, because I'm going for a run. That was hard work. But it did at least wake me up. Oh, now I'm in danger of running way late for Jasper. Yep, definitely running late. Oh, that's good. It always takes me so long to cool down after a run. It's been, what, I don't know, 3 days since my last run. So this was one of those runs which, if I didn't do, if I put it off any further, could have become weeks. Uh-oh, I've got myself in a mess here. Let's go get jazzy. I don't believe it. I'm actually here early. Don't know if that's ever happened before. I can sit in the car for 5 minutes. I'm very confused because when I finished my run, I was definitely heading towards being late. So yeah. Awesome. It's particularly interesting in this case because I'm sort of trying a slightly different mental approach to my to-do list at the moment because, well, it's been suggested to me that I might have some sort of attention deficit. One of the things that would mean is that my attention has trouble focusing in on what that next step needs to be in the, list of things I've got to do in order to get ready to go pick Jasper up, for example. And I keep sort of getting sidetracked, and that's what makes me late. So just a tiny little bit of self-hypnosis thrown into the mix to try and get my attention primarily onto the next step. And we'll see over the next few days if it's going to make a big difference or not, because who knows? I don't know. Anyway, this has been a good way to use up my spare time. Better go get Jasper now. Let's get you home. Don't say kill it, monkey, because it's looking sore. Got my lunch. Awesome. Still need to get that dead cat on the microphone though. That's it, shoes off. Wow, my head hurts. I think I might have pushed it too much in my run earlier. Still, I'm gonna crack on, because Jazzy needs feeding. And I've decided I'm going to miss my vlog post today. Well, the main reason I've decided it is because it's 7 o'clock and I've only done half the editing and it's affecting my ability to produce good quality content because I'm so far behind that by the time I'm shooting the videos, it's nighttime. So yeah, that's got to come to an end. So does that mean I'm going to finish this video or incorporate what I've shot today into tomorrow's video? That's the question. Probably will finish this tomorrow. Well, I'm feeling miles better. I guess that's what you get for 9 hours sleep and an early night. Yeah, sleep. Boom. You know Honda, they make a Clarity fuel cell vehicle. Well, now they're going to do a Clarity EV version. Okay, fair enough. Here's the thing, 80 miles of rated range. What? It's a mid-sized sedan, who's gonna buy that with 80 miles of range on it? Oh, dearie me. I think this is what I find so painful about some of the EV manufacturers out there at the moment. Can't they just see that if they make a good vehicle with a good battery and a decent charging infrastructure, people will queue up to buy it? But no, they don't get it. Clearly. Come on then. Oh, there you go. Quickly. Very windy. Well, that all went reasonably well, all things considered. What I bet will happen with this Honda Clarity EV thing is they'll sell a handful of them and go, oh, you see, there's no demand. Of course, the irony is they've only sold 50 of the fuel cell Clarities. I'm still struggling with getting back into my rhythm. This is the problem, you take a day off and... What is that? I'll tell you what that is, that was not cool. Car still looks fairly clean. Oh, I can't see anything. Yeah, so I take a day off, and I do that because I'm totally way behind and losing ground and not having the time I want to be able to actually think about what I'm shooting and all the rest of it. And then what happens is I get out of the rhythm, because I am very much driven by rhythm. Then when you're out of the rhythm, it takes a day or two to get back in. So yeah, that's why this is all a bit of a meandering vlog post. I'm a bit tired, which is amazing really, because I must have had 12 hours sleep over the last 24. Realignment of my bodily rhythms, that seems to be generally what's been going on. Luckily, I can feel it's coming to an end. Oh yeah, the energy is coming back. Actually, I could really do with a coffee. I'll make one of those in a minute. First thing I'm going to do is just want to add in a little bit on the Tesla specific marketing front, which is something that I completely forgot to mention in my video from a couple of days ago. Obviously, duh, YouTube is basically where it's at for Tesla. They are all about that social media homegrown marketing that doesn't really require any input from them. There's a huge number of fan-made commercials out there, and vloggers and YouTubers and people that just feel like evangelizing the brand because they believe in it. And that really is a huge advantage that Tesla has, but that is something very specific to Tesla's marketing, as opposed to more general EV marketing. It works for them, won't necessarily work for everybody else in quite the same way. Now that's underway, I can talk about what I was kind of I've been struggling to work out what I was going to talk about today, and then it just occurred to me, you know, I've been sort of going, well, up and then down, and now hopefully back up again a little bit with this vlog, because, you know, like a lot of people, life is not just a constant stream of overexcited, energetic videoing. And it's a little bit like that with Tesla's stock price, because that was up, like, highest it's ever been, and then down, like 20% down in the space of a few weeks, and now sort of maybe back up again a little bit. It's always been a bit of a roller coaster, the Tesla stock price, because you've got a lot of people that are just waiting for it to fail because it defies economic logic as far as they're concerned. I mean, the business makes a loss, spends all the money it can get its hands on, and yet somehow investors continue to be willing to give it the time of day. You've got the fact that you have lots of people that truly believe in the business, that even some of them don't even care about getting a return on their investment. What they want is for the business to succeed and for it to achieve its mission. And so you have these competing pressures, quite significant downward pressure, people that just think, wow, this business is overvalued and it's just waiting to fail. And then all those people that are convinced that there is absolutely no chance it's going to do anything other than succeed. It's the competing pressures that make it quite volatile, which is obviously brilliant for traders, because whether you're going to trade on it going up or down, if you get the timing right, there's tons of money to be made. Perfect. So it's a very sentiment-driven stock, generally. In this respect, if I was going to be a fortune teller, which is just generally not a good idea, and please, as nobody base any kind of an investment decision on anything you hear from me, it's got to be your decision if you want to do that sort of thing. I would say that probably there's going to be some downward pressure in the lead up to Model 3 being released. Any bit of news that isn't positive is going to push it down, and then I would imagine Tesla are probably going to deliver, because I think they understand that delivering relatively on time is really important in this particular case, because this is what the market is looking at. It's how well this car gets delivered and produced and received that basically defines what's going to happen with Tesla in the next 12 to 18 months. So from that point of view, they're not going to have the same leeway they did with something like the Model X release, where people were like, okay, you know, it's taking a little bit longer and there's some teething troubles, but honestly, who cares, because Model 3's around the corner. So that's what I think. And also, another thing I've noticed is that if the stock price does start to go a bit low, what will generally speaking happen is Elon Musk will send a few tweets, release a whole new product line like Tesla Energy or whatever he's planning on doing next, and that timing of his interventions seems to coincide with when the stock price is heading in a direction that he's not comfortable with. So there you go, that's my take on what is the roller coaster of a stock price that Tesla tends to have. Hey Jazzy, we're gonna have fish fingers and chips when Mummy gets back in a minute. Special treat. So I'm gonna say goodbye for the day. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. And I will see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye. Nice power slide.